Oh, looks like KFL forgot to hold down and get out of the gate there.
Lose him around 15 seconds to send some change. I would say that wouldn't make a difference, but some of the races it definitely has.
For sure. Well, that's a very quick pickup right there. Sword of Thunder taking them all the way to the end and wild warping back.
A little bit more variety on what our previous streams have had. Potentially. Or it could be totally back to this after they get the sword.
Yep, because they're going to check. They're going to get the Statue of Onyx and then come right back.
Yep.
Heading over now to Pretoria. That's the next check that they've got available to them. It's pretty much the only check right now that's open for them. So going to be a little bit of a linear start here. They need to get some items to open up the route.
Oh, Axeman gets poisoned by the crab. Great start.
A great start indeed. He's just going to look to heal it off in the end and doesn't. Takes a quick reset, and it's just as good.
Surprised he didn't reset sooner, honestly. Took like 2 or 3 more ticks of damage than he needed to.
That's true, Mr. Spokes. There was no early flight for the super quick scaling, but there is an alarm flute, so it's going to take them right back to Leaf again, 3rd lap. With that, they're going to have to go talk to the wise man in the cave there to wake up, or rather spawn the sleeping guard to use the alarm flute and wake him up and hopefully get something good. KFL himself just using the statue glitch to get back there, get his own alarm flute.
That slower start definitely spaced him out a little bit already.
Honestly, KFL is making up for the 15 seconds, though. He's pretty close.
He actually is, wow, yeah, because Axe took time to check the shops more than KFL, I think. You want to explain more about how they're getting back to the beginning for anybody that doesn't understand?
Sure. So the Wild Warp is a built-in function of the game here that the players can actually warp back to the start in this flag set. It's only enabled to get them back to the starting shrine there where they come out of. Otherwise, if that wasn't disabled, they could actually warp to a couple of different spots. I'm not sure the total number myself, but they're randomly generated points throughout the game that they could warp to.
Yeah, there's a flag to make them random, and then you don't have that flag on, and it's a set certain points throughout the game. That's actually in the vanilla version of the game as well. That developers put in for, I think, troubleshooting purposes or troubleshooting. I can't remember the exact details, but
I actually just checked the audio is not coming through, so I'm going to switch it over to KFL. There we go. Bob wants to know what's being randomized. So the enemy positions are randomized right now. In addition to that, the key items are also randomized into all the boxes, as well as the mimics. So there's several different locations that they can go to open things up. At least in this flag set, those are pretty much the main things that are randomized here. You can randomize the enemy weaknesses as well, and well as the maps themselves. You can actually randomize how they're created and where the items end up getting placed in those rooms. So the game itself does have a lot of options to be randomized, and there's a lot of different flag sets that you can put together to make a huge, difficult race.
yeah, we have so many different flags that can be set now. There's just a humongous variety of what you can do in this randomizer already, and there's still plenty of things planned in the future. I'm really excited about it.
So that was a really good pickup there for KFL. He got the Sword of Fire, and they already got the orb from the entrance there. as well as now the Orb of Wind. So they just need to find that sword, and they will have a lot of things open to them. With the Sword of Fire, picking that up though, they do have 2 options now. They could go back over to Portoa and check the cave there. But they also have the option of going west and entering the backside of the mountain there, going to Saber West, and then going over towards Brynmere as a play. More checks over to the west, so I expect both runners to go that way.
Oh, X-Man might be going the other way.
I love divergence.
So yeah, he's definitely chosen to go to the waterfall cave, which gives him 3 checks there.
Oh, got paralyzed though.
Well, he'll reset probably when he gets to the cave.
Oh, for sure. Yep, there it is right there.
Would you like to explain status effects? I'm leaving all explaining to you.
Oh, that's perfectly fine. So, there's a couple status effects in the game: poison, paralysis, petrification, and curse. No status effects. You can only be affected by 1 status effect in the game. So, some things that runners will do is they'll actually go out of their way to get affected by poison if they're paralyzed, so that way they can use their charge sword. Poison, standard damage over time effect. Paralysis, they cannot charge their sword, so they can only swing their sword, which would, in this flag set, they need to use that charged sword effect with an orb to get through walls or create terrain that they can get over. So paralysis is not something you want to see at any time. Curse will turn you into a happy little slime, and you can't do anything about it. There is an item to remove that, as well as a shield that can also prevent that from happening, but the only way to remove that otherwise would be to leave the screen and go to a different area. But a lot of different effects that runners will do will just stagger that effect, and the other way you can get rid of it if you're not going to visit an inn is to make a quick checkpoint and then reset your game, which is what both runners have done so.
I was just going to say Axeman found the power ring. First chest in Waterfall Cave.
That's definitely
very good early.
I did see a fog lamp just now for him as well. And KFAL found him.
Is there a first mimic? Oh, yes. Oh, no. Poison is real. There are 12 mimics in the game, if I remember correctly.
That is correct, yes.
And at this point, with randomization, they can be mixed in with any static chest in the world.
As long as it's not given away by a person. Yep,
right.
That is correct.
Oh, Axeman got poisoned.
And KFAL's still poisoned running through here. He's gonna tank it out with herbs.
There's 2 herbs. Should be enough to get there.
It looks like KFAL earlier, when its speed picked up, I'm pretty sure it was telepathy. It was either telepathy or teleport, it looked like. Hopefully we'll see a menu check here and be able to get that. And a lysis plant. So, looks like Fog Lamp and the Power Ring was the best pickups there from the Waterfall Cave.
Oh, medical herb. You just said
I mean, it's going to keep him alive. It's a bold move going back out the way he came.
Yeah, I don't know if I would do... Oh, he must have not got the checkpoint in Bryn Mawr yet, has he?
No, he has not. He went straight here.
You can see now why that is very risky. He should be okay, though.
It looks like he's fine now, so...
Taking a shortcut down, so...
It looks like Axe is opting to head to Brynmere first as well, so... We're gonna see a little bit of...
a little bit more divergence, yeah.
Yeah, it'll open back up here in a minute, because they did pick up the gas mask, so it's possible that he might have to go into Orc. But
I'm curious to see what the Keldon spot holds. Orb of Water from Akahana.
Magic Ring. Alright, so yeah, we've got orbs, so we have options. We just need to see the sword that goes along with them. Yeah, PMAkfal right now is going to be heading over then to Orc to get the town check triggered, and that's going to open up one more check over there. It's going to be the apprentice check that I like to call it. You want to talk about that?
Yeah, so once you've visited Oak and you have the warp point capability for that town, then go back to Bryn Mawr, and there's a hut north of Bryn Mawr that has one of the main 4 wise men in it named Tornell and his apprentice named Stom. Typically in the vanilla game, you have to fight Stom 2 or 3 times, assuming you're not doing a task, where you can actually beat him and he will give you an item. Well, in this game, they utilize a glitch to basically skip the 3 fights to Stom and teleport away with warp boots to Leaf to get the item automatically. And it saves some time and makes that check a lot quicker than it normally would be in vanilla game.
And Axeman did just get that chest there on Saber West, and that did look to be telepathy to me.
Yes,
so,
it was definitely telepathy.
Yep, so Orc is definitely the play here, getting the 2 checks from bringing the child back. And I was actually really impressed there. PMAkfal did a statue glitch to get into the item shop and found super cheap warp boots. I think they were 81 a pop and just stocked up on those, so that was really good.
That was a really good check, yeah.
That's a tornado bracelet.
Wow. Now, back to Saber West then, because Tornell, you have to have the tornado bracelet before he will give you the item. So.
And that was
flight. Wow. Yep.
Alright, so the game literally just opened up. So, it opened up some. They don't have a lot that open right now, but Flight does open up a lot of options once they find that sort of wind. So that's really what they want to see, especially with that tornado bracelet sitting there. I wouldn't be surprised to do that, especially going back over to Saber West, getting the 2 checks there, since Flight does open that.
Definitely want to do the Tornell Stom check first, looks like.
Yeah, I would.
Might as well while you're here. See him using that glitch I was talking about to go straight back to Leaf and get the item.
And it's just a magic ring. That's unfortunate.
Well, it could be worse. It could be a Fruit of Lime, which is totally useless. Matrix's favorite item. So he's going to trigger the kidnapping and go up Saber North by talking to the rabbit.
And this is a smart play. He's immediately jumping to the back side of the map because he does have that flight. He's got a lot of checks over there open to him. No Orb of Thunder, so we can't do all of Oasis Cave, but we've got a couple items here on Hydra that can be picked up. A couple in Oasis Cave, as well as dip into Goa, and a couple.
You can also go to the Pyramid and do that if you want.
That is very true.
Through Sahara, and that's usually what I will do before I go to Goa because it's a pretty quick check, and a lot of times I get stuff that helps me in Goa.
I'm proud that you mentioned that because I actually just wrote that down on a note for myself because I used to do that and stopped doing that, and I've lost so many races because of it.
Psychic Mimic count, yeah.
We're getting there.
So at this point, does Axeman have anything that PMAkfal doesn't? I don't think so, right?
Fog Lamp. He has Fog Lamp.
Okay, that's right.
And the Power Ring.
Because he went to Waterfall Cave, yeah.
Yep, he has not gone to the Waterfall Cave.
Which neither of those could be required at this point, so...
No, but I do love a Power Ring for any fight.
Oh, it definitely helps with the boss fights in the tower, for sure, so... It's very good.
Definitely good there.
Both just kind of in transit at the moment.
Looks like
It's like
Axe is gonna
X-Man.
go.
Yeah.
Yeah, Axe is gonna go
Underwater
over
Rando.
to the island. I'm curious if he goes over all the way over to Joel to get the teleport point, just to have that for later, since he's already like halfway there.
He typically does that, so I bet he will.
It's just a consumable, and it's an antidote. That's unfortunate.
Nope. No, he didn't. No, he is going. Is he? No. Make up your mind. Okay, he is. And KFAL is definitely going to the pyramid.
Yep. So he's taking that right out of play, right out, like you mentioned earlier, and he's actually got a pretty decent grind here. The Medusa enemies spawning
that's a
nice,
great cave.
good clump there. That's a
They
beautiful
give you
cave.
great experience and pretty decent money, so... I mean, they don't really need levels at this point, but...
I mean,
He's gonna go ahead and
say
get
no to that?
the swan point while he's here, too. It's not a bad idea, I guess. Where's Axeman?
Yeah, I can't blame him. I actually need to start considering that myself because that's a really good tie-in.
Oh, and he gets flail guys and the porcupine dudes, whatever you call them, and the pyramid, both good for leveling. So he has 3 checks in the pyramid. One is a vanilla magic ring spot, and then the boss, Dragon 1, and then after you beat the boss, one of the main characters in the game, Azteca, gives you an item as well.
Well, that's a fully powered up Sword of Wind there.
Yeah,
So
I don't think I've ever
that's
seen anybody go backwards in that room like he just did. That was interesting.
I've never seen that either. That was actually a treat to see.
Axeman's back on the west side of the world now as well.
Beautiful fight there from KFAL on Dragon 1.
The
Rewarded
power
with
ring really making
recover.
it fast. No, Axeman has power ring.
And a key to Stixie, so needs
Well-
barrier or some type of or shield ring and some healing to get in there, logically, but otherwise that's a
I were
great
him.
pickup.
I would go Evil Spirit Island right now if I were him. See what he does.
Oh, with the sword, definitely.
Yeah. I learned my
Actually,
lesson in the
checking
last
Oasis
race.
Cave. He got the top item, and he's got 3 more chests that he can get in here. Found Mimic number 3!
Nice.
KFL looks to be going lock up Hydra, so he might actually just make the dive there, check the items up here, and then go into Stixie.
He'll also do Hydra, right?
Yep, he's gonna opt to do Hydra first, and then potentially consider going Stixie. Axeman did find the Blizzard bracelet, so another good
Ooh.
pickup. Unfortunately, no sword yet to utilize.
He finds a sword that's good for Rando 2 and go with
He
Fortress.
did just get teleport.
He can also go Saber North as well then, right? He should have telepathy by now.
Yep, he does have the telepathy, but he needs that Sword of Wind first.
Glowing lamp, is that what KFL just found? I think it was.
Yep, KFL did just find the glowing lamp. Actually, excuse me, he can go up to Saber.
Axeman's just doing the full back door already. We'll see if it pays off. So she has 5 checks up here, plus he wants to brute force through the barriers to get to Carmine.
He might do it because he has the power ring. I don't know if he's going to though, just because I think he was low on healing items, but I could be mistaken.
That's what I was gonna say. Depends on what healing he has. I didn't catch what he had.
Bert! KFL found a Bert.
Oh, I wonder if there's other brother Berts there too. Nope.
It's okay, we may still have a chance.
Let's see what Axeman finds here. Orb of Thunder. So he can now go on to other areas. Through the Iron Wall if he chooses to. Probably will not, but
I'm definitely happy with that pickup, especially being here, because he could do some things. Oh! that was a lag storm
Well.
bracelet.
Now he definitely wants to do Carmine.
I definitely want to do Carmine at this point, yeah, for sure. There's another Mimic.
Mimic number 4.
And KFL just found the key to prison.
Ooh, now
The second to last
quick
chest
Saber
on the
North.
left side of Hydra. So yeah, that's also looking like a good play again as well, just to get the extra checks out of there and clear that out. And he could go in from the backside too.
Right. Not only can he fight Kelbest, but he has the rest of the items on Saber. Oh, he has plenty of healing. He's totally doing this. Axeman is. You're about to see the quickest Carmine fight you will ever see.
He's got a lag storm Carmine. This is great. Don't blink.
KFL is back to going now.
He got rewarded with a second Opal statue and a Psycho armor, so that's a very happy pickup there just to have the added defense.
So much for the strongest of the finest 4.
I blinked though. I mean, did he beat him or did he just run away?
I think he ran away. I'm not really sure though.
Okay. KFL going into Oasis Cave now. He's gonna pick up his couple items down here that he can get. And Axeman looks to be opting to go down.
He didn't get the Sword of Water yet, right? Did I miss something?
I do not remember him getting that sword, so I'm not sure where he's going.
Nadu says he did find the Sword of Water. Okay, well that would explain why he's going down.
That is right, he does have the Blizzard bracelet, so let's get that
Yep.
updated here on the checker.
We both missed that. I wonder where he got it.
In this, the swords are not required. In this current flag set, you can technically...
Oh, he
beat
said
the
it has
game
not
if
been
you
found.
have-
Never mind. He does not have it, by the way. Definitely does not have it.
We'll get that fixed. I didn't think so. That means he's realizing that now too.
You're really going to try and tank Mato too? I mean, the scaling's kind of low, but he has no warrior ring. Yeah.
No, he's porting out.
I mean, 19 scaling's really not that low. So.
We're not going to talk about the pain that may or may not have happened on that before. KFL's taking his time going up there now as well, so he's going to pick up. He should get his own lag storm bracelet here.
Oh, Axeman is doing Storm fight now. Remember, it was just a consumable.
Hop on over, get your bracelet. It's buy one, get one.
They can also check the powering spot in Oasis Cave if they choose to.
That is true. Looks like Axeman's opting to head to the pyramid now.
He will be happy to find Sword of Wind there.
Very much so. Where do you think KFL is going to go after he finishes out this floor?
Like I said, I would go Evil Spirit. I can't believe he hasn't yet. That'd definitely be his next play, I would think.
I think he's going to do back of the prison.
I mean, you could do Stick-C, or you could go Saber North. Any of those are fairly valid plays at this point because they all have lots of checks. But Evil Spirit has the most checks out of all of them.
This is very true. Since this one is pretty quick, though, it looks like he's just going to go through and get it done. Honestly, with how many times that I've last locationed Saber North, I'm glad to see that KFL's check.
Yeah. He has level 3 wind for Kelbesk here. Should make pretty short work of him.
2 tornadoes. 3 tornadoes.
Not as quick as Carmine.
4 tornadoes. For some healing for safety. Oh! KFal taking an unfortunate death there
Yeah.
to the rocks that Kelbesk shoots up, while Axeman finishes up a very quick Dragon 1.
Kelbesk likes to pretend he's a linebacker and tackle you until you have no HP, and then his little tiny balls will finish you off. Very.
Round 2 here for KFal.
Ooh. That's not fun.
Kelbesk is not playing around today. Axeman going back
decided
to
to do. Yeah,
Windmill
vampire.
Cave there, and just gets rewarded with some warp boots.
Has one more check in here now. Unless he didn't get everything earlier. I have a different stream I was watching. It's not this stream. There are what, 5 checks in here total with the vampire?
Let's see here. There's 1, 2, 3. Yep, 5, and then vampire makes. And Axe did find Dio's pendant there. Nice recovery item to get MP back while on the go. So that's also something he can opt to put on as his travels happen, especially with the MPs from flight there. Picks up the warrior ring. That's a great find.
Wow. Lots of good accessories in this cave.
So Axeman right now definitely has power on his side for sure. Looks like KFal said, I need to go find some stuff so I can get better equipped, and he obviously gets rewarded with the power ring here in Waterfall Cave.
That would definitely make Kelbesk easier.
Oh, for sure. I wouldn't be surprised if he clears this out and then goes right back because of the ring. For the
It
extra.
goes Axeman to Evil Spirit, looks like.
I'm happy with this play.
Yep, me too.
Still no bows yet. I don't
That's
know,
very
what are your
unusual.
thoughts?
I bet there's one in here. I bet it's the room with the 2 items around the water. It has at least 1 bow. Not bad.
Okay.
There could be one in the fortress, Sabera's fortress also.
I'm gonna say that the seed's crazy. There's gonna be 1 down in the double room and 2 in the fortress, and then we're just go mode at like 35 minutes.
Some wishful thinking.
Yep.
Flute of Lime, okay, so Akahana might have one on him. Unlikely. Would require a
not-
waterfall revisit.
7-8 time, he's not underpowered for the fight. So if you look there on the right side of the screen, they have their level, and then to the right of that, that's the enemy scaling. So as they get more key items and pieces of equipment out of the chest, the difficulty of the game scales up. Their levels are fair in terms of what they've got, and they do. And KFal does have the strongest weapon to hurt Kelbesk, which is the Sword of Wind with the Tornado Bracelet. So there's maximum damage output there. So it's just a very difficult fight in terms of that because he doesn't have any type of ranged defense pieces. It's like a shield.
Okay, so you didn't find a bow there, but you get the Sword of Water, so I'll take it.
I mean, yeah, that's the rest of Goa from the back. I'll take it.
I can pretty much go anywhere at this point. KFal is choosing to go back to Saber West, it looks like.
The eyeglasses in the last chest there in the sunken.
Now I can check Tornell. By turning in the Tornado Bracelet, he can also do the Vanilla Tornado Bracelet location. And he has flight. So the eyeglasses give you another one-off check, assuming you have the Alarm Flute with it, and Joel. You probably won't see either of these runners check it anytime soon, but if they get desperate later on, they probably will.
Axe may check it because he's right in the area after he gets Clark Kent's item.
It's really funny. You have all these like very Asian names in this game, and then all of a sudden Clark. There has to be some inside joke to that, I feel like.
Developers, if you're watching this, we need the answer. Thank you very much.
I think we're going to see Lag Storm on a vampire as well.
I did see KFAL get the Carissa plant from that location, so if they find change, that's another one-off check.
Axeman is now approaching our next boss is Sabera. What he has, she should be pretty easy. She's weak to the Sword of Fire, so he's level 2 fire currently. And the power ring, so she should be pretty easy.
I wouldn't be surprised if he just stays with the warrior ring and goes through machine gun mashing
That is
strat.
true. That's exactly what he'll do for the heavy warrior ring.
Ooh, taking a nice double hit there. Finishes out the fight. It's rewarded with an item.
And being a boss chest, you have to pick it up because it won't let you leave the screen until you do. That's why it's taking time to actually drop something here.
I mean, I'd gladly take a magic ring. I don't know about you.
Right.
I'm pretty
I
happy
mean, most
for
of the time I
that.
would do that too. Mimic number 5.
And Clark Kent with the medical herb.
Still no bows though. Man, that's amazing. Haven't seen this seed in a while where we haven't had a bow at 32 minutes.
KFAL taking on Vampire now. Making quick work of him. Good poke strats there. Making it nice and fast. Gonna get those warp boots. Finish clearing out the cave here and should find his own warrior ring. Be quite happy about that.
The Axeman's probably going to talk to Rage now, it looks like. Which will give him one item, and then allow him to talk to the true form of the Queen of Portoa, which is Asina, behind the pack. And give him one more item from her, and then also allow him to heal the dolphin and get another item.
And I just have to point out that Rage is the best keeper of items as we have been given the Fruit of Life. What a jerk.
He's probably hungry in that cave by himself all those years.
I mean, at least it's lime. He's preventing scurvy.
It's true. He's actually going to the Carissa plant cave next. Which in our race with Silverfire and Demarine have their last bow they needed. Or one of the last.
That is very true. So, you definitely see a bow here. It's possible even that all 3 bows could be in Goa, and that's an ivory statue, so that will take our runners back to Goa for 1 check there on the 4th floor.
That may be enough motivation to go through Goa as well while they're there. Ooh, mommy, don't do it!
Oh, he's trying.
No!
He heard about the first race.
No, we had the Fruit of Lime! No, we actually used it! No! It actually came into use, I can't believe it. No, never mind, it went away before you could use it. That timing.
This is Opal.
Oh man, what a way to lose an Opal statue. And while all this is going on, KFAL was in Oak killing the giant insect. I did not see what he got, unfortunately.
I also missed what he got there. Very happy to see that the mummies are hearing my plea to fight each other for MVP stats.
He got a Lysis plant. Okay, so nothing too important from that fight. Yeah, the mummies are definitely trying their best during these races to ruin the race.
Just the medical herb is the second item there in the Crystalis plant cave, so nothing too exciting.
Ivory statue was nice, potentially.
Yeah, that's very true. Looks like he is gonna use those eyeglasses or X-ray glasses, if you will, and see through the wall there.
Not the fog lamp.
I hear that helps you see through fog, though, so it's kind of the same. Question from Spokes. What is the quick swap for swords in the Rando? That's a good question. If you press and hold select and press B, you can actually cycle through your swords. You'll hear a menu input sound for that, and you can actually quick cycle through your swords that you have on the map, like while you're in the overscreen. So Axe right now could push that combination of buttons and cycle through the swords. Very happy to see the Saber North check here. Getting that warrior ring KFL, wasting no time dispatching Kelbest this time.
You see how much easier that was now that you had that kind of.
Even with the higher scaling, it's just able to take it out. And actually, KFL swapped swords there, so you have to see a little bit of it.
Yep, sure did. I did not see what item Axe just got.
It was a lysis plant, and then he got, I believe it was another medical herb from the dolphin, but we do know that the Psycho Shield is the item for calming the Angry Sea, so
Correct.
They may pick that up if they want the extra status defense, but not a requirement.
Pretty unlikely they will at this point, unless they just happen to be going that way. They shouldn't be, now that they have all this stuff that they have. Somebody has to go to Stixie at some point, I would think.
Yeah, I don't expect either of them to go there yet, just because they don't have barrier or the shield
It's
ring.
not in logic, technically, you're right, so they probably won't until they get something that makes it in logic.
At this point, I just buy a ton of medical herbs and just do it.
Axeman checking Aurelius' basement in Amazones now.
Finding the insect flute. Is he gonna? Yep, he's gonna follow it immediately.
He will be sorely disappointed. Oh, all these warlocks in this cave.
But he is gonna get the satisfaction of slaying a giant bug.
Yes. If anyone is a fan of the Miyazaki films, anime films, this takes a direct reference from Nausicaa the Valley of the Wind, first portion of this game. As you can see from the giant insect is one of the creatures from that movie. The Omu.
I just learned something new today. Thank you for that.
Chat has been referencing how both Asina and Kensu are references to some of the characters from other SNK.
Alright, KFL seeing the Cave of Jerks, as we like to call them, because they don't care that you rescued them. Just get a Fruit of Power, so...
You saved us, big deal. I would think somebody has to go Goa soon. That's the best place to go next, in my opinion.
KFL needs to find that Sword of Water, which it looks like he's gonna make his way over there and get that now. So it looks like he's gonna go to Evil Spirit Island.
Axeman going to check Saber North really quick. struggling with a zombie. I mean, they're no mummy. They put in the best effort they can, but they're definitely no mummies.
No, never gonna be a mummy. It is worth noting they do have the broken statue and the glowing lamp, so they could actually turn that in for the Psycho Shield, and PMAkfal might be.
Yep. Looks like he is doing that right now. He must not have caught what she said earlier, or has he even done rage yet? I can't remember. He didn't do it yet, did he?
I don't believe so. No. I mean, honestly, I'd be happy to pick up a Psycho Shield. We don't have anything right now.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely one of the best shields to have, so. We'll block every status effect except for the curse status effect, like you said earlier, so.
If it blocks paralysis, that's all I care about.
It's usually the bigger issue, especially the stupid moths. They die and shoot it out. Or the mosquitoes, either one.
In case you haven't learned yet, flyers in this game are jerks. Axeman flying his way up the icy slope there to go get the Kelbesk fight check. So at this point, it's got to be Goa, right? Like that's where I'm thinking right now.
Unless you go out logic and go to Stixie, but it's more of a gamble in my opinion. You know, way more checks than Goa anyway, so it's definitely the best play.
I guess it is definitely possible that the Flute of Lime could, I can't even finish that sentence, have a bow.
Question for you. PMAkfal did have the key to prison, right?
Yes.
Did he actually go back up after being Kelbesk and get the item?
Did Axe?
No, did PMAkfal, because he came backwards through it. Did he actually go back into the room with the Elder after he beat Kelbesk and get the item?
No, I don't think he did. But I don't know if Axe did either.
Well, Axe doesn't have the key yet.
That's true, he doesn't. Oh no.
So that could be something important, or it could not be, but I don't even know if PMAkfal knows about that change. That's the worst part.
Yeah, that's another one-off, because you have to go back through there to get that item.
And PMAkfal hasn't been practicing too much recently, so he might not even know about that. Oh, really bad if that has something important.
We'll just have to see how this race transpires, and hopefully it'll be a dead check.
Hope so, for his sake. Kind of like Dragon Dark's missed checks during our race. He got lucky a couple times, but they weren't important things.
That was Mimic 6. Fog Lamp
halfway
Mimic
there.
height. Come on, Fog Lamp, have 4 Mimics. Let's go.
Two mobile and a Mimic so far. And a bunch of Warlocks. What else could you ask for? Maybe some moths to go with it.
Mimic!
We're 7.
We're almost there, chat. We're over halfway. We can almost see the full 12 Mimic. I will get a full Mimic percent chat, like spam, down this game at some point. It'll happen. It may not be the Swiss, but it'll.
PMAkfal's just finishing off Evil Spirit Island here. The Vampire, and then another check, and Sabira.
Axeman making his way to the back of Fog Lamp Cave here to get the last Mimic in the cave. I mean,
Very likely could be at this point.
I'm sorry, I just want 12 Mimics. I don't think that's too much to ask.
Definitely is a Mimic-friendly seed so far.
When you've seen twice the amount of Mimics, then you have, like, then there are bows in the game.
I remember right though, Dragon Dark and our race, we had lots of mimics in it as well. We had the double mimic.
I think you guys ended with 9. I could be wrong.
I don't know, I never did actually count.
Triple Akahana, triple Kensu. Oh man, I don't wish that on anybody's folks.
This could be that Seeds, folks, who knows?
They do have the ivory statue.
And they do have the Flute of Lime, if I remember right. Is that a seed?
They do. They do have the flute. Is Axe doing it?
He's doing Stixie, looks like.
Oh, he's doing more Hydra.
Okay. Which Kfal already did Hydra, correct?
Yes.
And Kfal has a little more scaling in this fight than what Axe had, but he still was able to pull it off. Axeman now finding the glowing lamp, but he does know what the item is contained within the Angry Sea pick, so we'll find out whether he decides to do that later. Now he checked the flight chest, it was a consumable.
Yep. Last activation of the alarm flute here. Just get a magic ring. I mean, I'm still happy with it, but... Is he gonna remember? He's right there.
Oh man.
Oh.
Really worried he doesn't know, so I'm worried about it.
That was the iron necklace that was on the,
Okay.
bow chest.
Maybe Kfal didn't get that then. I thought he did.
Axe says I'm going through the back.
And now he has the key. Makes sense to me. He already beat Kilbess, so it's just a shield ring, so Kfal does not need that to finish the seed. So that rests that.
He just noped out of that shield ring.
I don't blame him. I mean, he could use it to enter Stixie, but at this point...
I mean, I understand for scaling, but I
Yeah.
hope he's gonna go buy a bunch of herbs or just blow through it.
He's going to do backdoor Goa finally. I wonder if he'll check the power ring spot. And he is.
I believe that's all that he has left down here.
Should be all... Did he check the battle armor spot already, I think, right?
Yep, I thought I grabbed that earlier.
Yeah,
I'm
he
pretty
must
sure
have.
you grabbed that earlier.
Yeah.
Kfal is a slime.
Oh no! Well, we'll see if he can survive. Like Gozen mentioned earlier, the only way to get rid of this for him currently with what he has is to leave the screen, but he does not have the option of doing that where he is currently.
And he wild warped out of there.
That works, but he left all those items behind. Did he already get the important stuff from there?
The left chest.
The first two
last
chests were
that
not
he
good.
left.
I think it was all just consumables, if I remember right. Did you catch what Axeman got from Power Ring?
Unfortunately, no, I did miss that.
Too much excitement with the Warlocks, I couldn't pay attention.
Yeah, there was a slime. I got excited. But Axe is making the play for Goa, so hopefully he will find many a bug.
Yeah, Nightdew says Fogland Cave was bust, so he didn't really leave anything behind there, but we'll see if he revisits or not. Fuck. He's now doing the Asina and Dolphin check after raid. See what Kinsu gives Axeman, written in the ivory statue. Nothing. Oh, Axe got a bow from the power ring spot. Oh, okay.
Okay.
He has a bow now. We'll have to try and figure out which bow it was. Of all the things to miss, we missed a bow.
I mean, that's good and all, but the slime.
Yeah, I don't feel too bad about it at this point. Not every day you see a slime.
Alright, Axe is making his way down to the 3rd floor here. He's gonna have to do the Motto 2 fight. He does have the power ring and the bracelet of water, so this fight should go very, very easily with the water saws.
This spell is basically specifically to beat this boss, so it shouldn't be too bad. As you can see. So we'll check the other item on this floor before he heads down to the level below this one.
Yeah, we'll mark the Bow of Truth for now. That's a nice pickup. Speed boots, the go fast item of the game.
Since they have plenty of levels now, he'll probably keep those on the rest of the game, except for when he wants to use the power.
That's Bow of Sun. So that's 2 bows now.
2 bows.
One in the basement, one on 3rd floor. Flame Bracelet, that's a nice pickup. Gives,
Especially since they're about to go fight the next boss.
Yeah. It's a great place to pick that up.
Wait, okay, he's making a checkpoint in case he doesn't want to keep the next 2 items he finds.
Yep.
He can just reset. So
I think that's very smart with where he was
very
at.
smart play. Yes, keeps his scaling down below 40 if he can. Make those final boss fights even easier.
Mimic!
Is that 8 now, or 9?
That would be Mimic 8. That is a love pendant. Don't remember them picking up paralysis. So that's not really gonna... It's not gonna be anything just yet. Looks like he opted to keep it. Didn't soft reset back down there.
Yeah, I mean, you got to at this point, because it could be a bow. Kinsu is a jerk, and he likes to keep bows all to himself, so... Should be another very quick fight with the equipment he has.
PMAkfal is going back and checking the Flute of Lime, and I believe that was change.
It was change, yes.
Okay. So, that does put the Dio location in logic. As well as the Teresa plant.
And Brokohana. In Goa.
That is also true. So yeah, 3 checks out of that. Let's make more errands for them to find Mimic.
I think number 9.
Yes.
We're 10. Jeez. And Akahana had the Sacred Shield. Not an awful find. He cannot be slimed anymore. Assuming he equips it. He'll probably keep Psycho Shield on majority of the time.
We need to see 2 more Mimics before the bow. The dream.
The dream. Dream is real. Oh!
The 11. Dream! Do not have the bow. You always have the bow here.
At this point, yeah, we don't want bows. Forget that. We want mimics, okay?
We need the mimic for set dream, chat.
He's choosing to stab here instead of using Warrior Ring. I would not do that without having barrier, but he's more brave than I am, and he pulls it off, so...
Okay, good, it's a consumable. So they still have more things to check. It is a very good consumable, though. That's the third opal of the game.
See where he chooses to go next. PMAkfal is finally back in the Crystalis cave. He's about to find the ivory statue, which will probably make him want to go in next, if I had to guess. Axe is deciding to check the other two spots on Saber North that he did not check earlier.
I know Kfal checked the tornado bracelet turn-in, but did he go back and check the vanilla location?
I don't think he did, so that's what Axe is doing now, it looks like.
60 is still definitely an option. Neither runner has barrier or refresh, but at this point, I would want to go there without it.
Axeman did find the shield ring though, so it is in logic currently.
The dream! Wait, no, that was already found. Wait, was it?
No, I don't think it was. I think it's 12. It's 12,
no,
man.
because he didn't check the spot. Mimic percent achieved. Yeah, he checked it. It was a mimic count. Oh.
Oh. Never mind.
The dream is broken.
The dream
check it.
It's not been achieved.
I'm gonna go back and rewind the second stream here real quick.
It looks like PMAkfal is going to do backdoor Goa now. At this point, he is definitely still behind a few minutes, though, I would say. Because none of his other checks paid off in the form of a bow. At least not to this point.
Speed boots are definitely helping Axe pull ahead, for sure. And it looks like Axe is going to go, especially since you just got that Crystalis plant, go turn that in.
It's a very smart play. He'll probably do the other two turn-ins with change after this as well, since he has very little else to check, really. Bow of Moon! It's the final bow. He's in go mode.
That is what I heard. And that,
so that means the very first bow he found was the bow of truth that we missed.
Yep. So we know where all three bows are. And there it is. There's the bow of truth there for Kfal. So hopefully he will fly through Goa here and get the second one.
I mean, maybe if Axeman gets slimed on Dragon 2 and then dies in a tower once or something, Kfal can make a comeback, but it's definitely not looking good for him at this point.
I know he won't, but I can wish that he'll check the two chests in there and find the last mimic for me.
I mean, you got really close this time. Really close. It was good.
This was the highest amount of mimics to date in terms of the race, so I will gladly take 11.
I mean, his scaling, his level, his fight should be trivial. 2 charges of Lag Storm should be enough to finish him off.
Dragon, however, does not look to be cooperating. He's got to wait until he dives down at this point, so that way he'll open up the little core on his chest there. Oh, there you go. Opened it up for him.
You see he was running into his wings to try and manipulate him. You can somewhat manipulate when he does this by putting yourself on the proper X. And one technique they do to do that is to run into his wings and one time.
And Nighty makes an excellent point, actually. Axeman does not have a shield. So he has no actual shield defense, and since he's going to the tower, I don't see him putting that shield ring on for any reason.
Well, he didn't get it. Remember, he reset out of it, so he doesn't have a shield ring either.
That is actually a perfect point. So yeah, he's got nothing, so he's just got to do this with what he's got.
Which, he has no barrier for Dynamite. I mean, he's pretty burst in that fight, so I don't expect too many issues with that still, but it makes it a lot harder than it would be.
PMAkfal right now on Mata to making pretty quick work of him using that power ring and water bracelet there. I'm going to attempt to switch the audio to Axion. I know when it was on him earlier, it did not come through.
Yeah, we're still getting nothing for some reason.
Nope, it's not a problem. We'll go back over to Kfal.
Which is a shame because music is pretty good. But we'll hear it later.
Yeah, Axe has got plenty of magic rings. He does bust an opal here to this helicopter, which isn't a big deal for him. He's gonna go up here to the, I believe, the 3rd floor?
Yes, this is the 3rd floor.
I was always bad at the elevator game. Kfal does find that love pendant there, picks that up, and he's gonna head down to the 2nd floor here.
So was that final bow of moon? That was vanilla, wasn't it? Now I think about it. Seeing they giving it to you with the Cryst plant.
You would know better than I would, considering I
like
played through the original game one time.
Pretty sure she gives you moon in the vanilla games. Yeah, he got the bow of Sun Knight Dew, yeah.
Yep, and there's the change. And Axeman is now on the Dynamite. He's got 3 rings and an opal. Going for the safe play here. He's just going to try to take his time. I'm pretty sure he's got the power ring on right now for the extra damage there. Oh, and he does get hit there, unfortunately, so that is his last opal. So I think it was 3 hits. It looks like he could take.
I think you're right.
He's gonna use those eye trains, though.
Exactly.
Fairly well here, just to dodge a couple extra shots. Left turret should be falling pretty quickly here. Once that does, now he's got a safe fight there. So Axeman should be finishing up here pretty quickly as long as Dyna opens up her eye.
Right.
Alright, and it looks like Axeman has finished here with an official SRL time of 1 hour, 4 minutes, and 9 seconds.
Not bad, considering the start of that seed.
I'd be very happy with that. Kfal making his way down to the Kelbesk 2 fight, utilizing that warrior ring here.
The question is, where will he go next? He has a Crysta plant, but will he do that? Going to Sahara, he's going to do the Dio check first, probably.
Shell flute, that's something you don't want to see at this point.
Definitely not. He's checking Brokahana.
Brokahana's given
Oh,
that barrier.
That'll make the end of the game very easy for him. He gets there.
That is definitely something helpful here for him.
I think he might be going to do Stixie.
That was just my thought. I was just gonna mention that could potentially make him go to Stixie. It looks like he's triggering the Chiron sleep sequence here. Did he? He is. And there is the bow of Moon for PMAkfal. So that puts him in go mode as well.
Very nice.
Yeah, unfortunately, no mimic percent this run, guys. It's sad, but it's okay. We got 11. It's the current record. Steve, if you're here watching tonight, I would like you to make a flag set where the goal is to kill 12 mimics, and that unlocks the endgame credits. But it has to be 12 unique mimics. That is.
Looks like we're trying to get Axeman in here for an interview, as he gets the invite. Okay, PMAkfal finishes out the last little stretch of the game here. Oh, he's here now. He needs to move up. You wanna go ahead and pull Axe up? There he is.
Welcome, Axe, and GG on the win there.
Thanks.
Yeah, GG.
So overall,
Well,
what are your thoughts on this wonderful seed here?
Yeah, Tornell percent, huh?
Basically, yeah.
I was, I totally messed up. I should have gone into Go Fortress a lot earlier. It ended up being that like not going to Stixie was the right call, and a couple other things. But I kept being like, oh, I need barrier, right? Barrier? No. I should have gone in the back once I got water. But I think I would have put off that last, where the last bow was. I would have put that off till about the same point anyway. So I don't think it actually made a difference. Yeah. Like, I would have gone to Go a Fortress earlier. I would have gotten the speed boots earlier. That would have sped up everything. So that would have been
you both
big,
did Evil Spirit later than I thought you would have, too.
Yeah, I probably... Where did I go first after that?
Can't remember now.
Yeah, I got the Wind Sword, and then I went somewhere else, and then...
I think you even went Foglamp maybe before you went Evil Spirit. I can't remember. Maybe not.
No, I think I did. No, yeah.
Either way.
Yeah.
So, you broke my
barriers
heart,
on
Axe.
Brokahana, okay.
You
So
you broke my heart, right?
Oh, yeah? Why
Yeah.
is that?
Because you found 11 mimics.
11 mimics? The last one was probably in Stixie.
I know. It was either there
Out of the crypt.
or in the crypt, and you didn't check it, and you broke my heart. So you...
Oh, I'm
To this
sorry.
date,
I
though,
almost made it to Stixie.
I wanted you to. I wanted you to because
Yeah.
you found the shield rig, and you reset out of it. I'm like, that was good for a scaling save, but I want you to go for density. I need to see that mimic.
Which...
Yeah.
PMAkfal actually never went back for the paralysis spot item. I don't think he knows you have to it got moved. You know what I mean? You have to go back up after being killed. I don't think he knew that, so luckily that didn't come into play.
Good.
But he never, still at this point, has not got.
Okay. Wait, what did I? That wasn't anything, was it?
It was a shield ring, yeah. So it didn't matter. The scene.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Yep, that was
So
the shield ring.
at one point, I teleported to Shiren, and I went to the item shop, and I was gonna get like some medical herbs to get through the statues, or maybe a shield, and there were no shields or medical herbs at Shiren. And so at that point, I was kind of like, screw that, I'm going somewhere
Well,
else.
that's a sign. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a
But yeah,
sign to
what,
use
no,
the
I never
extra
got a
opal.
shield, did I? Did I ever get
You
a
never
shield?
did, no.
I never did. That was shieldless.
No, you were shieldless and you ditched the shield ring. You did know where one was if you wanted it. It was
That's
on the
right, I
AMC.
did. And I was wondering about that. Well, I mean, I was sort of thinking, well, if I got this shield, I could go into Stixie, but I didn't get that desperate.
Yeah, Kfal got that. Psycho Shield, and he also got the Sacred Shield from Stone Nakahana.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Yeah, I mean, that would... There were 2 checks. I knew there were 2 checks on Saber versus, you know, 1 just about everywhere else. So
Right.
I think I went there ahead of a few other things. But yeah, that was going to be near the end of it, you know. Either way.
Yeah, Kfal got the Cursa plant much earlier, but he didn't have change. He'll obviously go with.
I see. Okay.
It looks like Kfal is making his Crystalis right now, so he's getting that forged up. We'll be going to make quick work of Dinah, especially with that barrier.
Yeah. He found barrier from Brokahana also.
Okay. Yeah, that was going to be pretty close. That was going to come up pretty fast on my list. I think next I was going to do... No, I would have had to do, like, Brokahana and, what was it? Deo, yeah.
Yeah, he checked that too, yeah.
Okay.
Forget
Yeah, I'm
what
not
it
sure
was.
why I decided to go to Saber North next. Like, I think it was just kind of, I had a feeling, I guess, and it was starting to get to, like, you know, 1-offs, and I said, oh, there's a 2-off, right? So I'll do that.
It worked out for sure, so it was the right
Yeah.
play.
You can't go wrong with the Tornell percent play.
That's right. I mean, it's no dolphin percent, but it's close.
You're the only runner who has, you know, a spot named after him that, you know, doesn't have to, you know, miss it in a, in a race to get it.
That's right.
That is
Can be
very
built
true. And it looks like Kfal just finished up his fight here, and there is his DAT done. Kfal
Alright.
finishing with an official SRL time of 1 hour, 12 minutes, and 51 seconds. GG, Kfal.
I had so many little, I don't know, I felt like I had a lot of flubs besides not going into Goa earlier. Like, I went into the shield. I got the vanilla windmill key, and then I went to the cave before actually using it. That was, I don't know if I've ever done that.
Hey,
Hey,
here's Kfal.
Here's Kfal. GG.
Hey,
Kfal.
man.
GG.
thank you, man. Kelbesk won, huh? He smacked me around a little bit. So, hey, GG, Axeman.
Thanks. Yeah, GG yourself.
Hey, I finished. That's what I
Yeah,
was
I
happy.
know. That was a good finish.
Oh, good times, good times. So,
Overall, Kfal, how did you enjoy the seed?
I started liking. I liked it a lot at the beginning, especially when I made that play to go over to what's his name, Dragon 1. And I'm like, oh hey, here's a Sword of Wind.
It was a really good play.
And then
Yeah.
and then I'm like, man, this was a good idea. And then I made lots of bad decisions, like dying to Kelbesk 1 3 times.
Yeah, it was definitely rough, but you did find the power ring over there in the waterfall cave, so I know that definitely pumped you up a little.
Oh yeah, yeah. And it turns out that side, Saber North, I don't think it had anything. So I was like, great, that was nice.
Hmm.
So, oh well. Good time. It was fun. I had fun. Yeah, it was.
Good.
It's good.
It was a fun seed. It was a really fun seed. I enjoyed it.
It was, yeah.
I mean, for a while there, it was anybody's game. It was really close, really, and you both could have found the right thing you needed and gone at any time at one.
Well, I felt a little bit better after like I made all those stupid mistakes, and then I checked the SRL, the IRC or whatever, and I was like, it was like 50 minutes, and I'm like, man, he's probably been done for 10 minutes.
Not this time.
So,
Not when it's
but-
Cornell %.
so then and then after that I was like, okay, it's not doing that bad. So
No, not at all.
So you do join the Axeman in from this race in terms of mimic %. You guys found 11 mimics, so congrats for that. You
Oh,
almost had the dream.
yeah, see, and near the end too, when I was only missing a few items, everything seemed to be a mimic. I was like, God, stop, go away.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it was like Severa's floor on the waterway floor on Goa was like all 3 chests were mimics,
Yeah.
and it was kind of
It was all mimic.
dude.
Well, and see, Goa held basically everything, and I'm running around with the Sword of Water. I'm like, wait a second, I can go back and fight Mado 2 now. That's each sort of hit me and be like, oh crap, I forgot to do all that stuff.
Yeah, I had the same issue.
Just like I forgot to do Evil Spirit Island. I was going, well, I can't get over there. Wait a second, I have flight. I can get over there.
All right, Axe. So what I want to know is this mummy Kirsa plant cave. Tell me about this mummy.
I thought, like, it seemed like I couldn't move. Like I was unparalyzed. So I was so I got stoned, and then the mummy touched me and poisoned me. And at that point, I didn't realize I was still poisoned. I actually had the fruit of lime. So I was kind of like, okay.
I was hoping you
Maybe
could,
I
and then
could
it
use
went
it.
away right before you did, I think.
But I couldn't actually move. Like I think I was still stuck. Like even though it looked like I could move. So it kind of went to it went all the way to my opal statue. And then when the opal statue triggered, it looked like that actually cleared it. So I don't know if it was like a glitch
I have
or
to be
what.
honest here. I was pulling for the mummy after what happened to me the other day.
Yeah.
Hey, it can't be worse than those 5 warlocks in the Fogland
Oh
cave.
yeah.
He did have a lot of good warlocks, yeah.
He actually got slimed, and he had to wild warp out to not die.
Oh
And then-
no.
Yeah, with one little tick left, 1 HP left. And then what was the worst thing was the next chest I opened was a fruit of reppin.
Luckily, the
That's
last 2
awesome.
items in Foglamp Cave were not useful, so luckily you didn't
No,
go
they-
back.
Yeah, well, no, I did go back. I did go back.
Did you?
Yeah, I don't
Okay.
think there's a Fogland Cave
There-
has nothing these days.
There wasn't anything in there, which my head hit the desk pretty hard after I.
No.
That's all right.
And the best thing during all that, you actually got your first bow axe, a powering spot, and we missed it because we were watching him as a slime.
Ah.
We were too excited about him being a slime, and we're just like, look at all these warlocks. Oh no, he got slimed, and we were so tuned into that we missed you getting a bow, and we're like, wait, he got a bow. There's a bow in his
I
inventory.
understand, yeah.
Yeah, well, I went down there and I saw 2 warlocks. I'm like, oh, okay, I can push them away. And then 2 more warlocks. Then I'm like, oh god. Then another warlock came out. So it was a mess. That cave. I won't go there for a while. And next time I run, that'll have everything.
Probably, yeah.
That's always how it goes.
Yeah.
And did you ever go to Stixie?
I did not.
Neither
I
did
was just saying, at one point I teleported to Shiren with the intention to do it, but I needed to buy medical herbs and a shield, and it turned out that there wasn't either one in the Shiren shops. So
Well,
at that point I was kind of like, yeah, screw it.
I think something in my subconscious was telling me that Amazonas had something, because at one point I teleported there thinking I could turn in the Kirsa plant, and I didn't have change. And I'm like, wait a second, this was stupid. And then I left. So I think that was like something telling me that I should have gone there.
Yeah, that vanilla boa moon spot was nice.
Yeah, but as soon as I found change. It was like boom, boom, boom. Everything's done. Then go.
So you had a higher scaling than me, so you must have found something.
I found pretty much everything.
Yeah, I mean, one was barrier, one was
Okay.
sacred shield, I think, right?
I
Yep,
did
it's
find
Sacred and Psycho.
And
Yep.
psycho. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't bother. Yeah. I saw, I saw the text on when I went to Asina, so I didn't bother.
I
finish this.
I went a long time without any defense, and I was getting smacked around a lot because of that.
I have one more question for you, KFal.
Yeah.
Do you know about the changes to the paralysis spot check?
Yes. Did I forgot to go back in, didn't I?
You did. I wasn't even sure if you knew or not, but yeah, luckily it was just a shield ring. But I was really worried for you for a minute.
Because and you know what? I never learned because when I practiced today, I forgot. I did the exact same thing. I forgot to go back in and check. Yep. I do. I do know the change, and as soon as when I went out to fight him, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go back in and check. And then I was so happy that I actually killed him, and he didn't kill me for a fourth time. That I was like, oh, good, let's run.
Yeah, I've forgotten that a bunch of times now myself. So.
Yep. Yeah, I'm glad there was nothing there because I would have probably got forfeit after I didn't find anything. 'Cause I'd have been like, it's like what happened? So, oh dear. One of these days, I'll remember how to play this game.
All right, guys. Any final thoughts here?
No, thanks. Thanks for commentary and tracking and everything, and thank you for SpeedGaming for the restream. It's been fun. I'm glad to get into it. Glad to have the tournament going on. Getting into the tournament, it was sort of a last minute thing. This is the second tournament that I have signed up for when I was drunk, and didn't really remember that I signed up for it. So I was talking to Matrick, and I'm like, oh, I guess I did, because I saw I had the tournament tag in the Discord. So it's like, oh, okay, well, cool, let's do it. So,
Well, he definitely had a good showing today. Pretty close for majority of the race.
well, thank you.
Oh, good.
We're definitely glad to have you here, as well as all of our runners. And thank you again, Speed Gaming, like you mentioned, for hosting this tournament for us. We greatly appreciate that. On that note, guys, we are out for the night. The next race of the randomizer is Friday. It's the 22nd. It's going to be at 10 p.m. That will be between Matrick and Kaladin. So that's going to be another fun one. This entire first week is full of fun races.
Wait. One more thing. One more shout out. Thank you to Matrick, Steve Hacks, everyone that's worked on this randomizer too. I forgot to thank them. It's been a lot of fun. Crystalis is one of my favorite games growing up. Anyone I think DD has worked on it. If I forgot somebody else, I know Cross Product did some stuff with the tracking a while back. Axeman, you did some work on it, didn't you?
I contributed some code I wrote when I did the task. So.
Gotcha. I broke a lot of several seeds. That's about as much as I did. But yeah, thank you guys for all the work with it. It's been a lot of fun to play. So, sorry, you reminded me when you said Magic. So,
Oh, that's not a problem at all.
Oh yeah, you can also thank Matrick for rolling that seed, like always.
Yeah, I knew it was gonna.
Oh
be a
yeah,
pain.
that was a Matrix seed.
They're all Matrix seeds. That's the spoiler. All right, guys. On that note, we will be back, like I said, Friday for that race. So please check us out then. I hope everyone here has a wonderful evening, and we'll catch you next time. Take